when I close my eyes, so I would not see
So,
my Lord.
why the long break? I guess it's a question that a lot of people have been, or the people who watch have been asking. And it's the first time we've done anything like this, first time I've done anything like this. I guess let me answer that by starting off with what my day-to-day looked like before.
So I have to listen to NPR, MSNBC, and crap like that so that I know what people who disagree with me are saying. Unfortunately, it being the first thing to greet you in the morning can grow to be grating.
Milligrams. It's less than a cup of
And you see, the doctor with his lab coat, kind of a notepad and pen. It's Bill O'Reilly looking at the camera, smiling. And then we're going to zoom out. Dressed as a nurse swaddling a baby is going to be, the Bill Cosby face.
The authorities suspect no foul play. They're just thinking of a Photoshop of her by the bed, and Bill O'Reilly with his clipboard and pen, smiling, and then you zoom out and it's clearly like a woman nurse, but with Bill Cosby's face, the Bill Cosby face. And then we'd always hit this log jam, where I'd have to go and try and tape these sketches that you see on the show. At that same time, try to help with the research in the dive-in segment, try and scramble to get some lunch in, shower, then we'd be taping the show, and then after that show, I would be pre-taping sketches or interviews or debates, whatever it may be that day, until sometimes like 6, 7 o'clock at night, and without a break. And I did that on this show really for two years entirely. And before that, this show was around on radio, but it was a 3-hour show once a week. And this show is really what I'm most passionate about. I love doing it. So it wasn't this break of throwing my hands up and not wanting to do it. It was, with the health problems, the way to describe it would be really wanting to do this, something that you love. It's really the only thing you've ever wanted to do, and you're just not able to do it. I went to a doctor and said, you can't do this. If you keep going at this pace, you're gonna die, pretty much. Like 40, 50 years old. In other words, too early, not soon, but too early for me. And so along with kind of fixing myself up and making sure that I made some corrective decisions. We're really fortunate to have a great team of people, some new hires who've come in, who've really placed an emphasis on getting healthy and make sure that this is something that we all continue to love to do and that we're all able to do it. The breaks that we've taken before, and sometimes people have said, well, there have been times when you haven't done shows. Well, like a prime example of that was when we were doing an undercover sting with Antifa, because we had to go to radio silence, or we're on the road going to do a Change My Mind at a school. So all this stuff is happening simultaneously. And during all this, we're moving into this new space. I think I talked about it. We were going to do this last year, and then the lease fell through at the last second. So we had a pod here, which was highly illegal, a storage space, the studio. Everything was separate because we were kind of slapping Band-Aids on it. And we just needed some time to really gather our bearings and make sure that we could do not only the kind of show that we've been doing and do it better, but the kind of program that hasn't been done before. People who are performers, you often hear them say, I reached a point where I just had to do it for me. And it sounds not only is it disingenuous, because art in any form is designed for an audience. In this case, it's the fans, it's you, it's the people who watch this, it's the people who have a program that means something to them. If art doesn't mean anything to anyone else, then it doesn't mean anything. And so I can't say that. I wouldn't say that. I'm just doing this for me. I love this work. I love this team, but we all do this for the people to whom it matters most. sometimes I'm kind of thinking out loud, but sometimes I wish I could answer that more effectively, the why. I think the reason, though, that I anyway, I can't speak for anyone else, the reason that I am coming back and I'm going to hit the pavement as hard as I can to make this show and this movement as best as possible, the only answer I can think of to really give you is that I can't not.